the honest truth is that people are dying in Nigeria. And it is very unfortunate that the government that is responsible for ensuring that there is safety for life and for property has not been able to provide that to Nigerian people. Now, President Donald Trump has decided to step in. A lot of people might view it as an overreach, which you might want to say is true. However, the fact remains that Nigerians are dying and our government appears to be complicit in the list over this issue. And it is now become a global issue. So we're hoping that President Tinubu will take actions that will at least quell the issue. One of which I expect is there needs to be a high level of arrest because it is completely impossible that the DSS does not have names of people who are sponsoring these attacks. We might want to say, there are Muslims that are also being killed because I've had conversations. I grew up in the north. I lived in Jos. And one of the reasons why I left Jos was because of the crisis. So it is very unfair when people say, there's also killings of Muslims, which is true. But there's also the issue that some of this killing of Muslims are liberal Muslims. However, this is completely irrelevant. What is important is the Nigerian government tackling the issue. It is over 10 years now. Over 10 years. Nigeria Army led ECOMOG in West Africa to ensure that there was peace brought back to Liberia and in Sierra Leone. So Nigerian military is not inadequate to tackle Boko Haram or whatever military said. So what I think is very important and crucial right now is for President Bola Tinubu to first and foremost revoke any form of amnesty going to the Boko Haram members. And secondly, we need a high-profile arrest. I believe that this will quell the issue to a very large extent and at least give a sense to the global community that something is currently being done to resolve the issue. But if the APC government thinks that they're going to resolve this with some level of propaganda, or going to, like I was listening to the Senate president the other day when he was like, they need to have a team go to the US to tell them that, this is not just a Christian genocide, that people are just dying and people are being killed. I don't think that's acceptable. I think what needs to be done is there needs to be some level of high-profile arrest. There needs to be a revocation of the amnesty given to Boko Haram. And lastly, it is important that those who have been sent into IDP camps begin to return homes and the government supports them to rebuild their communities and restart their lives.